Welcome to Weebs Top 10 Watch Club of The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. I'm Scott.
I'm Jonah.
Woo! All right. So The Great Jahy will not be defeated. I had seen the manga memed, and I'd seen people talk about the manga, and it always looked intriguing to me. So I was really excited when I heard it got an anime adaptation, because I'm like, I have a huge list of manga to read and I haven't caught up. So I was like, okay, I'll watch the anime and see if I actually will read the manga. And so I'm really excited for this adaptation. I didn't know pretty much anything about it going in, besides it was very memeable. So I'm excited for this, and I liked it so far. What'd you think of the first episode?
I mean, I was sold. Cat girl. I mean, what's not to like?
Cat demon girl that's tan. I'm in.
Yeah. That could have been the whole name of the series. I'm like, good enough plot for me.
We should make a manga or something that's just something like that. Like, we just say what the main character is, and we're like, you know if you'll like it.
You'll know.
The thing I liked, not knowing anything about it, is I was like, oh, a reverse Isekai. I haven't seen one of these since The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like that. The only beef I did have with the episode was probably within like the first 3 minutes. That giant crystal that she protected, that was destroyed way too easily.
Well, I thought it was funny because she was like, all right, it's time for a battle, and the girl's like, nope.
It just flies over and breaks. I was like, wow, that was really easy. That should have been more well protected besides a curtain.
I know, dude. I thought it was so funny. The magical girl or whatever, she's definitely gonna be in the show later. I mean, the intro kind of hints at it or like shows you, but even without the intro, I'd be like, oh, this bitch back, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got too much character design behind her.
Too much effort put in.
I can see her eyes. She's here. She's in there later. Oh, dude, her apartment fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a little late for this, but spoiler warning. But again, you're here at a watch club, so it's on you at this point.
Or maybe we're lying. Watch it and find out.
But her apartment fucking sucks, and like she doesn't even have a bath.
Yeah.
Like, oh god. Which then I was like, oh, she could just use like the Japanese public baths, right? They're like everywhere. And then I was like, oh yeah, those cost money.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're cheap, she's like dirt poor. She's eating sprouts with mayo, and that's her fancy meal.
I'm balling.
I know, dude. I was like, to skip ahead of the episode, when she got that meat after I saw her eating just sprouts.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's so good. I was like, I bet it is. It's probably the best chicken she's ever had in her life. Her body's probably so like, nutrition, yummy.
Please, I'm dying. I will give props to her boss, the manager girl. Yeah. I think more retail jobs would be enjoyable if she was the boss of everybody.
Right. Well,
she's too adorable.
Exactly. And I love the like kind of like airhead, but very like loving and like caring and like caretaker, like anime mommies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love those characters. And yeah, so she comes in, she's like, you're so tiny and cute. She's like, I'm a demon lord. And she's like, oh, you must have had such a hard time.
Of course you are.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just thought, I thought that was so funny. She's like, you must have had such a hard time. She starts tearing up and she's like, no. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of good moments. This was definitely a setup episode, obviously. I mean, it's the first episode.
Right.
And so I just got excited for the rest of the series because they're gonna introduce more characters, obviously. And then I like her landlord is her boss's sister.
Yeah.
And I love their little like fight relationship. I love those in anime. I wish you could be as physical in real life as anime. Like, I wish you could just punch your friends in the head or whatever, and they'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I want my landlord beating the shit out of me.
Well, I mean, if it means that I could ignore paying rent for a few months.
Yeah, I'd learn to love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do feel bad for this bitch. I hope she gets some more money though.
Yeah, I hope she does too. I feel like she'll probably do like some other form of like money or something like that. If she's just poor like that through the whole series, that's just kind of sad but funny.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, at least her boss gives her food every night or something.
Yeah.
Just be bitch eating sprouts and mayonnaise.
Do you think her and the landlord will always have like a hate relationship, or do you think it'd be like a love hate eventually?
It's gonna be like a love hate. Like there's gonna be an episode where maybe several, like 2 episodes where, or one episode where like there's an example of them both helping each other out. It's definitely gonna be a love hate. I don't think they'll make paying rent. Like I don't think they'll make paying rent a struggle. They might make paying rent like she's like, I won't pay you for such a shitty place, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing they'll give her more money eventually somehow, either like a raise or like because of her help, the boss's business does better, so then she can pay her more or whatever.
Yeah.
And I like the I don't know what to say. The like plot device or whatever of her only being able to have so much like magic to keep her sexy form.
Yeah.
She transformed into that form. I was like, woo, woo, thank you.
Just a tease.
Right. What were some of your favorite parts of the episode?
For that one, I liked when she actually finally found her amulet from her boss. She's like, "What? Great, catastrophic situation." She's like, "I don't know, I couldn't find the remote."
And then
Pretty
she's
bad.
like, well, yeah. And then she's like, "Oh no, is that why even when I found it, there was still issues?"
Have split ends.
Yeah, and then she left, and then she like did. She said that her sister walked in right when she did the transformation like pose.
They like kicked her shin or something like that.
Yeah, she was like,
I couldn't tell her.
Yeah, she was like, I bet that's why the bad things that happened from the crystal. And you know what though? I was like, maybe that was.
Yeah. Maybe that's all it had.
Right. Besides the magical girl, you think anyone else came over?
I'm sure. I'd be surprised if it was just like only two.
Yeah, well, my guess is what will happen too, especially if this goes for a while, which it might. Like it's already getting memed a lot and stuff, so it's pretty popular. I almost feel like the mangaka or whatever can just randomly be pulling out people when he feels the need to.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, and then they came over from the other world. Flashback to when she knew him in the other world.
That one moment where they talked for 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, this was her best servant in the other world. Here's an example.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, there wasn't like too much to like really gush on in this episode. Like I said, it was like a setup episode, but it was funny. It seems really fun. I'm excited for it. And I think it was a good setup as in I'm looking forward to the rest. Like I was like, okay, let's do this.
Get what you're about. Yeah, okay, I'm on board.
Yeah, exactly. You got anything else?
No, I'm curious to see how it goes out, and I think it has potential.
Yeah, I do too. What are you guys' thoughts? Leave them as a comment down below. Tell us if you already knew about this or are you just finding it for the first time. I almost was gonna say like, do you prefer her in her small form or her big form? But I don't think I want to know that from you guys. Okay, you filthy degenerates.
You thought it.
I did. Well, I mean, I am a degenerate, but I like the big form. I like my own Asons.
True.
I like my mommies. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you later.